Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders country western workout video.
Warning. The scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
3, 2, 1.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
We got an email from Tyler.
Come on in.
Subject line was
Bombshell.
I'm a VHS collector, and I picked up Office Killer. I watched the trailers beforehand. When I watched this particular trailer, my mouth hit the floor.
Oh my God! You all look great. Are you married? Yes.
It's going to be
okay.
And so once I saw that, I turned it off, and I went straight to the computer.
So it's Chris from McSee.
It's Chris from McSee, yes.
And you're also a huge David Schwimmer fan.
I am
clearly,
not,
right?
no. So I went on IMDb, and the man's name is Richard Radutsky, and this is his one acting credit.
So we forwarded your email to George, and the Melindas are really taking your job.
Yeah, no,
now at this
I've got
point.
a lot of free time now. This is Chris. Wow. This is the email I got at about 2 in the morning. Joe forwarded it to me. So, enhance. All right.
Wow.
That's
100%.
his grandfather had started the Joyva Chocolate and Confectionery Company in like 1907 or something.
That's what Chris from McSee is doing now.
He is the president of the Joyva Corporation,
Right.
which is based in Williamsburg in
Yes.
Brooklyn.
Whoa.
he's
So
in
I'm
town.
not by there.
He's in town.
Yeah.
Chris is in town.
He's probably within 5 miles of us right now.
I left voicemails, I called, and finally I just texted the number that I thought was his cell phone.
Yeah.
And I mentioned a fan favorite from the employee training film, Inside and Outside Custodial Duties.
Wow. Okay.
And so he wrote
I like
back.
where this is going.
You just texted him out of the blue.
That's some CIA stuff getting my cell phone. I assume you are connected with Nick. I received his email and I've been traveling. I'm back next week. I'm all yours.
Whoa!
I'm all yours.
Woo! Chris
from McSee.
is all
I was not
ours.
expecting all of that.
This would have never happened had you not made this discovery.
Had you not
This is
watched
an
Office
incredible-
Killer,
Yeah.
and had you not been such a huge David Schwimmer fan,
All right, well,
you-
I'm not a David Schwimmer fan, but I think it's very appropriate that this is a VHS mystery that was in part solved by watching a VHS tape.
It is.
Wow.
It's
So-
began where it ended where
I'm
it
so
started.
glad we do this show.
I
'Cause
know.
We would never be able to do this without all these people. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm choking on my Joyva right now. But
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer coming on his way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
It's Tuesday night. It's VCR party time. The gang is all here. We're watching VHS tapes, 14,000 of them. We're almost done watching them. I think we have 3 left.
And
right,
look,
Nick?
yep, and look who's with us. It's Angel from Fangoria. She's back.
Yeah.
Hi,
Angel.
cheers. Thanks for having me back.
Yes, it's good to have you back.
Wait, what did you just?
Are you smoking up in there?
A little smoking some candy corn.
Ooh,
I brought enough for everybody to share. I'll pass it around later.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's halfway to Halloween, but it's mainly just an excuse to have you back on. So, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to be watching some scary stuff, some weird stuff from our collection. And also, we're going to be in Toronto this weekend. So we invited, actually, Kenny Hotz from the, I guess it was a Comedy Central show, Kenny versus Spenny, messaged us and said he has the find of the century. He found some rare Canadian footage in Toronto, and he's going to be with us to share this important discovery later today
too. It's good. Yeah, we pre-taped that with him, and so that's coming up. But hey, I wanted to show some VHS tapes that I recently scored. We already have this one, but you see it on the shelf at a thrift store. You got to take Cindy Crawford's workout.
Sure.
Nick, did you own this one when you were a kid? You had Elle Macpherson's, right?
I did not have the Cindy one. No, just the Elle Macpherson one.
Okay, just asking.
No.
You can never have too many copies of that, though, right?
No, exactly. It's iconic. It looks great on a shelf. Got hip hop aerobics here. I don't know if we have this one. Do we have this one? Probably.
Probably somewhere in the office. Yeah.
Still in the shrink. Got calligraphy with a certain, what's his name?
Ken Brown.
Maybe you heard of him. Still in the shrink.
Oh, he's big in the calligraphy world, yeah.
And this one came out right after Princess Diana died. They just scrambled to get this video out. Princess Diana remembered. I haven't watched this yet. I bet Scimitar was like, "Oh, we got to get on that."
Yeah, trying to cash in as soon as the Yeah,
I don't know who distributed this one.
I got some because I'm going to be showing a screener later that's a double. We find a lot of these screeners, Angel. We've been showing them for video stores. They would get like screeners that said "pay for preview purposes only," but it was trying to get you to order a dozen copies of Jerry Maguire, for example. So it say hey, we'll give you a full size stand up, we'll give you a free copy, we'll give you a jacket, that kind of thing. But there's ones I think just to make the most of their VHS dollars, they would do twofers. So here's this one was Opportunity Knocks, the Dana Carvey movie, with Crybaby, the John Waters movie. This is
a natural double feature.
Exactly.
Well together.
Some of
It's
these
a
are
1-2 punch.
pretty weird. Ernest Saves Christmas, and then Three Fugitives, the Nick Nolte movie.
It's one-stop shopping.
Cuffs, Christian Slater, cop comedy, and then Dead in the Water. And then this is
I feel like every movie in the 90s was called Dead in the Water.
Yeah, I know. I like this. This is the Corey Haim movie. I haven't seen this one, but it's the 00 Kid with Abraxas, the Jesse Ventura.
How did I miss that one? I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, I think it might have been straight to video.
Definitely.
Cool
I'm going to
cover.
say yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very safe guess.
I got two more. This is my favorite one. I'll just show this one. It's T2, obviously pretty big, but then look what it came packaged with. Drop Dead Fred. So yeah, that's quite the one.
Together at last.
And I have another incongruous one I'm going to show later, but wanted to tee that up a little bit.
Let's hop into a Found Footage Festival classic, shall we? Let's do it.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
So we started doing this show, I want to say, what is it? 11 years ago when we started doing this show?
2016?
2017, I think. So around then, people started sending us videos. And Eric from Toronto sent us this one. But he sent the DVD, but he took a picture of the VHS tape. Hose plant.
It's Sharpie. It's black Sharpie on black VHS plastic.
Yeah. No, it's perfect labeling. And it's from the Toronto area. Where is it? It's from
Hamilton,
Ontario.
I think. Hamilton, Ontario.
Hamilton, yeah. And it's so this guy, this is just our theory. We've watched the video, and it's just this guy goes into his workplace with his camcorder and just videotapes his buddies, his coworkers, fucking around at work. And
it's a manufacturing plant that makes hoses, like for water, and
So it really is a hose plant. It wasn't that misspelled house or something. Okay.
No.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
No, it's like garden hoses.
Yeah.
So you'll see the garden hose right off the bat. You'll see a garden hose being manufactured, but man, they don't follow any of the OSHA regulations at all. But I guess OSHA is an American thing. That's Canadian. They do it differently there.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, here is a short clip from Hose Plant. Thank you, Eric.
Here we are, Stevie working his hole out.
You can't do that.
I want to work at this place so bad. So bad.
He's the safety inspector, actually. This guy there, yeah.
Like mooning was a big thing in the 80s or whatever this was, the 80s or 90s. Like,
when did it go away? I feel like did we as a cultural thing decide that we don't want to do that anymore? Did I just age out of being in the group that does that? I don't really see people mooning anymore.
No, it doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That's a great point. Somebody should do a documentary about that.
I think you guys should do that. I feel like you
okay,
guys should
get on that.
We're the right people for the job.
Yeah.
I remember the first mooning I saw was in American Graffiti, and then Revenge of the Nerds, and then I think like pop culture was doing it. So then it
I remember seeing high school kids doing it, and I was like, I just saw a high school kid's butt. Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
not supposed to see butts.
And here we're all seeing hose plant employee butts right now.
That's the HR department.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they always work.
Could be.
It gets hot in there, you know. Just get it out of it.
Looks like it does.
More mooning. This is the most Canadian man on the planet. This is the president of Canada.
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
the prime minister right there.
Yep.
We got her on film. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a garden hose. What else are you gonna do, right?
You hear how hard he's laughing?
Yeah, that's the.
I'm surprised there's not more peeing in the hose plant. There's a lot of mooning, but I honestly would have expected more, peeing.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. More pee. Yeah, I think. Wait, Nick, you could go as this guy for Halloween. You just have your pants around your ankles.
Oh,
you kind of look like him.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
And you wear shirts like that all the time. You always wear
plaid shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe, you just need a jumpsuit. You could go. You could get a tandem costume.
Oh, it's one of those tandem ones.
Angel, you could be the lady who's smoking the cigarette. And,
amazing.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy who was riding the crane.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You have a crane prop
A
with you.
group costume.
Yep.
You fucking prick.
I don't know if you heard that last line, but he goes, "Oh wait, there's our asses at the end." Yeah.
We went there on tour when we were driving up to Toronto. We stopped by that hose plant and did a moon.
Yeah, we went to.
Those are your moons?
Yeah, those are our moons. Yeah. Nick is like kind of hiding his like a coward.
No, I was doing it like the guy. I was doing it like the guy does it.
Oh, you wanted it to be realistic to the video.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Nick did like just the hat. It's like just the top portion.
Yeah, exactly.
I went full on.
Yeah.
Like
that is a full moon. I respect that.
That's a full moon.
Full.
Yep.
I think people saw what they needed to see, and maybe a little too much.
Yep. So,
hey, Angel, where do you stand on candy corn? You're a fan, right?
Oh, I go hard for candy corn. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I defy all haters.
Yeah, that wasn't like an ironic, I'm eating candy corn.
I adore candy corn. It's good, and people come at me every year for it. So it's kind of my soapbox, if you will.
I'm showing
life.
Yeah, I'm showing some restraint right now. I vomited on it when I was 5 years old. So, like, if you vomit on something, like you hate it after that, right?
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you get it out of season though? Like, do they sell it in May or April? Yeah.
You can buy it like in bulk. You can buy it like at like Sprouts and stuff. You can like scoop it out of like little barrels. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Buy it by the pound. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope people are enjoying some candy corn at home tonight.
Steve, I hope so.
Oh, any more candy corn questions, Nick?
I might have some follow-ups later, but for now we can move on.
All right, great. Stevie, who are you selling out to?
Well, Joe, you're going to be happy. I am once again selling out to the SLA, which I think is the Songer Lovers Association.
Oh, no.
Songer Lovers of America.
Sorry. I want to audit this sponsorship because I don't think it's real.
It is 100% real, and they have deep pockets. They pay for this. This is a paid infomercial right
see
here.
Me on those
I put on in honor of it. I was wearing a different hat, and then when I saw that SLA, and I haven't read the copy yet. This will be a live read. First time I'm looking at it, but I put on my life.
Yeah, they like their big words over there at the SLA.
Oh, they do they? Okay.
I swear to God, I don't do it. I swear to God, it's other people, and they pay.
Okay, let's hear it, Steve.
All right. Once again, as SLA member number 4378, it is my duty to enumerate not only my idiosyncratically illustrative propinquity, I don't know what that word is, to comedian, entertainer, and malfeasant dance enthusiast Daniel Songer, but to summon his visage forthwith for the pleasure he induces within the limbic systems and prefrontal cortices of our brain, particularly in areas such as the orbitofrontal cortex, the nucleus accumbens, the ventricle tegmental area, and the amygdala. So without further ado, ladies, yes, Joe.
It's hard when you're reading. They paid good money. It's hard when you're like looking off camera. You should be looking right to the camera while you're reading this.
I want to feel it in my soul, like you're saying something.
Exactly.
Like you're reading me a bedtime story.
Right now, it's like he's just a guy reading a thing off of a computer screen. But I want to.
Not me. Here we go. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we give you poet, dancer, author, comedian, entertainer, man of mystery, and Speedo enthusiast, Daniel Songer.
There we go. Here's for you, SLA.
Wax on! Wax up! Wax on! Wax up! Wax on! You know, and I'm telling you, man, it's not the waxing we're wanting to worry about, man. It's like, take those problems, man, and say, later, later, later. Wax on, wax off. You know what the problem is, dude? Is we don't have enough wax. We gotta wax on, wax off.
Wow.
Angel, I don't think we explained well who Daniel Songer is. I guess we just assumed you knew about Songer.
Maybe it's better that way.
The context wouldn't have made any difference.
Where do you stand on Songer? Just in the little that you've seen, are you pro Songer or anti Songer? Just based on
I think
that
pro. That felt like a nice little PSA. I feel like uplifted. I feel inspired even.
Yeah. You feel like waxing on, waxing off.
I feel like waxing on, waxing off later. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Steve, I like that you got through that whole read, and the word that tripped you up was mystery, I think, at the end. So
that was the only one, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Well, though, I mean, there were some other ones, but
that was a very impressive cold read, I have to say.
Good
that was
cold read.
Nice.
Impressive. Yeah. I don't know if that was. Yeah, he
did it. I say impressive.
He did it, yeah, technically. All right, I started a new corner recently called Banter, and it's all about news anchor banter. I love it so much. Whenever they just kind of freestyle a conversation at the end of the newscast, or they have some time to kill and they just kind of start talking. Here's my opening graphic for this new segment.
We do rent?
I don't think so.
Okay, so this one comes from WDAY in Fargo. We got from a friend of a friend of a friend, we got a hard drive with a bunch of their stuff, and I went through it recently. I'm going to be showing more from it coming up here. And it is I got a lot of banter coming up in the next couple weeks. So just soak this one in. I think this was the Halloween episode.
Oh.
With gusts over 30 miles per hour. So if you're out tailgating, it's going to be a windy day starting off right away in the morning. And keep those cats inside. Cats inside, Titus. I noticed yesterday I was out walking Titus, and that breeze kind of did push him a little bit.
And I saw you chasing this big spider that we have in the studio, too, earlier today. Typical cat.
Yep. Trying to get it, just like Lane. And you just joking around like a clown.
That was a good one. Well, the Grand Forks Public Library had princesses, superheroes, even an astronaut present for the Halloween costume parade. We should have been there.
Oh,
there
painful.
Yeah.
I feel weird. I feel awkward. I feel like I want to turn my camera off for a second.
Oh, wow. Do you ever, Angel, you have to do a lot of interviews for Fangoria. Does it ever get awkward with the banter? Like, how do you avoid those moments like that?
If it does, it's because I'm the one that makes it awkward. I feel like usually the good thing is I'm working in such like a niche that usually I'm talking to other people that are also a nerd for the thing that I love. So it's like the average horror filmmaker is not somebody who's just randomly making a horror film. Like usually they like grew up on this stuff. So we have a lot to talk about. But yeah, I'm sure there's times where it's like, you know, you say something and the vibe is just weird and it's like, cool, next thing. Yeah.
And you make it on banter. Do you ever ask your interviewees, like, do you ever ask them how they buy candy corn in the off season? Do you ever ask them questions about that?
You know what? I think that's a really personal question. But maybe depending, I have to kind of feel out the vibe and feel like how personal can we get with this.
Right,
Also, sometimes
okay.
I have like 2 minutes to talk to a group of 4 people, but I'm gonna make that a priority to start asking that. I'm
Write
gonna
it
throw
down.
in.
Yep.
Writing
Yep,
it
get
down.
that one down.
All right.
That's going in the junk.
I don't think the candy corn banter was awkward at all, but
It's gonna be on banter next week.
all right. Hey, I mentioned screeners. I got a good one. Let's roll the graphic for that, Steve.
You may say it's a screener, but it's not the only one. I hope Tuesday we will watch some criminal penalties for unauthorized duplication or distribution.
Like eggnog, you can't get unless it's Christmas. So I just thought maybe candy corn was the same thing. So
Let's not lump them into the same group. Candy corn
okay.
is like a king of candies.
You're right.
Let's talk about eggnog. I want to talk about eggnog.
All right. Well, here, I got this screener for Frankenstein and Me, a movie I'd not heard of. Got this one at Static Tapes in Muskegon, Michigan. And like it looks like a normal cover, but then it has this promotional thing on it. And then the back has all these stats about how it's going to sell well. Burt Reynolds stars in this Frankenstein movie. Here's a little bit from this.
Fantasies turn fantastic when a group of kids try to reanimate an infamous monster in Frankenstein and Me. Box office champion Burt Reynolds, America's favorite actor for a record 6 consecutive years, stars as a loving father in this fun-filled family adventure. It's mystery, monsters, and mayhem as the kids put their dad's plan to the test, outwitting both the town's sheriff and their school teacher, played by Academy Award winner Louise Fletcher. Frankenstein and Me is an exciting family thriller that will electrify the home video charts, just like Rookie of the Year, The Sandlot, and the popular Goosebumps series. This Disney Channel premiere movie has a 7-month TV holdback. The trailer will be featured on Video Pipeline and on top Vidmark releases like UFC 1, UFC 9, and Leprechaun 4 in Space, generating millions of consumer impressions. And
they're going to get that Leprechaun 4 bump, so that's huge.
You get $25 off on 2-packs. Frankenstein and Me comes to life with an order date of March 3rd and a street date of March 18th. From Vidmark Entertainment, rated PG.
Okay, this next one is a twofer, and I'll just show you that the first one is for My Grandpa is a Vampire, another family horror movie starring Al Lewis from The Munsters. But it's a twofer, and I'm going to play it exactly as it is on the tape, because you'll see what the next movie is right after it.
For one boy, a very special vacation to visit his favorite grandpa is about to become the adventure of a lifetime.
Are you awake? Grandpa! Oh, Lottie, my boy.
Excitement. Laughter.
There's a vampire!
And danger.
Now, gotta look like I fit in with the crowd, huh?
Oh, no! Serious car!
As they fight to save Grandpa. It's a magical, fun-filled adventure for the whole family. My Grandpa is a Vampire. From Republic Pictures Home Video.
Okay, now wait.
What do you do when things start looking the same, sounding the same, feeling the same?
Meet Helen.
Water.
Can't get you drunk, you're taking away my most effective weapon.
You don't have to get me drunk to take advantage of me.
Right after My Grandpa's a Vampire.
Helen, you're juggling men.
That's my problem. I can't seem to take a stand.
A woman, her men, and her futon.
What movie is that?
I don't know.
Two strangers.
From Republic Pictures Home Video.
It's like an erotic thriller or something. So yes, sure enough, if you're a video store, you could like decide whether you want to order the Al Lewis vampire comedy or a woman, her men, and her futon.
My only problem with that is like, is the woman or are any of her men vampires? Because I already had vampires on the brain going into it. So now I'm thinking, am I watching vampire sex or is it just normal human sex that I was watching after the family friendly?
I think it was normal human sex, but I did. You know, I never watched the full movie. I just watched the
whatever it is.
It didn't help that he was in True Blood as a vampire, right? Wasn't that actor?
Yes.
Whether it's vampires or humans, it's all happening on a futon. So,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was one of the weirder twofers I'd found. And that's this week in screeners. Joe, you got a new segment?
Yeah, I got another one. I call this one the Glancing Queen. So this is I used to have it be where they would look at the camera, but now I just like glances. I just like, they're supposed to be focused on one thing, the person who's the subject of the camera, and then they're glancing at something off screen, and it's obvious. Your eyes kind of go to the person who's like glancing and looking around. This one comes from our intern. Our intern was here, and he said, my dad worked for Oxygen Network, and he interviewed people for, like, celebrities for junkets. This is the continued success tapes that won the best video of the year for last year. And Paul, the host, the intern's dad, glances a lot. So let me just play my opening graphic here. Here's the glancing.
You are the glancing queen, staring at the camera, take a peek.
Okay, so this is Paul, and he's interviewing celebrities, some big celebrities, and he's doing a lot of glancing, and then he gets in trouble for one of them.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Okay.
There's two characters in the
Ryan
movie.
Reynolds.
What is it about Justin that attracts you, your character, and what is it about Richard? Why is he attracted to both guys?
Well, I don't think with Richard it's an attraction.
Glance.
I think it's more of just
Glance.
it's kind of he's kind of like
Glance.
saying like, hey, like I'm sorry about what happened.
egregious.
Can we just let's just go back to my place. That's how it is with me and Richard. But with me and Justin, I feel it's more of a
glance,
like a powerful attraction.
Do you think that your character is evil?
Glance.
That's a hard question.
Glance.
When they do get older, when they find the person that they love, they feel like I think in some people's minds, it's kind of like a sacrifice they make to be with them. And it's a totally wrong thing to do. You shouldn't go there and do that.
Oh.
Why are you looking over there?
Not look at me, Tom.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, I'm like, go ahead.
I'm totally focused.
Okay.
Okay. Now, okay.
You are the glancing queen, staring at the camera, take a peek.
Oh, that's good.
Look at those glances. Those are hard glances.
He might be the worst offender we've seen so far. We know him.
Yeah. I got people sending me glances too. I got some in my inbox. So the glancing queen, that it has legs.
What have we become? I got people sending me glances. What is this show?
Stolen glances in the inbox.
Yeah. What is this show?
I want to see more movie glances because you're not supposed to glance when you're in a movie. You're supposed to be in the character. But I want to see like an off. I think the one that was sent to me recently was from a movie because it had a bunch of kids in it, and kids.
Oh.
If you can't tell them not to glance, they're going to glance.
Yeah, there's a camera rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to glance. So,
well, I mentioned we're going to be in Toronto on Friday and Saturday. Come see us there. Only a few tickets left. Then we're taping our new DVD in Philadelphia. 2 different shows there.
Yeah, we need that to be full. We need those to be full shows. It's kind of a smaller venue, so definitely get tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Steve's directing it.
Yeah, Steve is directing that. We still do DVDs. We shoot the show for a DVD. You can also digitally download it, but yeah. So that's going to be there. You can get on that piece of physical media. And then George and I are hosting a Creep Show Beach Show in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. And Angel, you put me in touch. Fangoria is kind enough to donate a bunch of swag for the event. So that's super cool. And then we're in North Carolina, Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm excited about that. And then, this summer we're in Brooklyn, and hopefully we'll be back in LA at some point soon too with our new show. Angel, we'll see you there.
I was going to say, can you? I know you guys were just here, but can you please come back?
Yes.
The quickness. Thank you.
We'll have a new
Appreciate
show.
Definitely.
Oh, I wanted to mention a previous guest on VCR Party, Devin Poole, is going to be our opener. He hasn't really performed live ever, but he's going to perform live for the first time at our shows in Toronto. Angel, maybe you've seen Devin. He does like home shopping clips mostly and other clips, usually of ladies that he finds, and then dresses as them, finds wigs, and lip syncs to like old commercials. And so he's going to do that live at our show. Here's one he just posted. You can see him at our shows.
Robert has the perfect philosophy.
Freedom, confidence, and then you feel as good as you look.
Roberts, they know exactly what to do.
Robert of Philadelphia Hair Design.
That is amazing. I love
He
it.
is the best. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he puts together for this weekend. So yeah, don't miss us in Toronto. Okay, one more segment, then we'll get into Angel. You gave me some great tips on clips, so we're going to show those. But let's get into some flying windows first. Steve? All right, this is the part of the show where we show off a common trope. This is windows that fly by, advertising, what's coming up usually. And it's usually at the beginning where it's like, this, here's the scenes you're going to see later. This one is at the end. It's in the credits for a video called Drawing Your Loved Ones. Oh, hang on. I didn't bring it in.
Oh, they are more than, what are we?
Sorry, I forgot to bring this one in.
Go to town, Steve. Good. Let's see some more. Drop some more.
Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Oh.
Keep them coming, Steve.
I like those odds.
Yes.
Wow.
Middle finger. Sex
organ.
There you are. Sex and circulation. Very good.
Wow, this one might not happen, guys. This is
still searching. Still searching. I'm with Darrell Silverthorne on that one. I'm snoring too. I'm snoozing and sleeping and bored right now.
Well,
Are we moving on to raviolis?
I think we might have to. My hard drive isn't.
Nick, the Batman cereal is right behind you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it should be.
Different Players magazine.
God, I'm sorry. I might have to come back to flying windows because I'm not.
Happens a lot.
God damn it!
Okay, Steve. Okay.
You're nailing it.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Timing on the happens a lot was perfect, Steve. You're really on your game today. Other than the sellout read, you're really on your game today.
Yeah, he's on top of it. I'm taking the week off. But Angel, I said, okay, it's halfway to Halloween episode. What do you got for me? You sent me about a dozen things that would be good, most of which I'd never seen before, including this Disney movie called The Watcher in the Woods, and that's Bette Davis right there. Tell us what your memories were about this.
Well, I was not allowed to watch rated R movies as a kid, but I was really into horror. So if it was basically if it was on cable, if it was on Disney, it was fair game. Like my parents didn't give a shit. They didn't watch it to make sure it was acceptable. It was just like, yeah, here you go, kid, plop down in front of the TV and watch it. This is one of those movies. I was probably too young to watch it. Bette Davis plays like an old widow in a creepy old mansion. She has a daughter that has gone missing. There's weird ghost stuff happening, but it's a weird movie when you think about Bette Davis starring in it and the fact that it was made specifically for Disney and was on the Disney Channel. It's a strange vibe.
Yeah, it has that 70s. I mean, it's like, I think it's 1980, but it has that like giallo or like the bird with the crystal plumage kind of like, it just feels like a weird English artifact. And like, I remember seeing like Escape to Witch Mountain and like the Haley Mills ones, but this one I had not seen. It is genuinely scary. So I just cut together. I watched it today and cut together parts that like actually scared me. So here's this Disney movie. Even the soundtrack.
Beautiful.
to yourself.
I mean, there's some genuine jump scares in here. Was this in one of those big white clamshells? Like, did you rent it that way?
Yes, that's absolutely how I would watch it most of the time.
Like, this came out the same year as The Shining.
Now what's that?
Wait. Here's the
Now
picture.
what's that? The name of the puppy. Merrick. You better tell it to Merrick. Ellie, I need it now. Come back here.
This is like the hero of our story drowning. And Betty Davis poking over with his kick.
Go! Get out of my way!
Kids movie.
Wow, Disney going
I
dark.
know! This scene goes on a long time like this.
They searched the ruins, but there was no sign of Karen.
They got him the brood or something. How old were you, like 8 watching this?
Probably even younger than that the first time. Yeah, too young.
Did that set you on your path to eventually end up at Fangoria?
It was before that. I got into like the Universal monster movies is what like really was like my first introduction. But then I just kind of sought out everything. But Disney was very dark in the 80s. There was like a lot of like made for kids stuff in the 80s and 90s that was relatively dark. Luckily for me.
Yeah.
But this one, I feel like this, I haven't seen this in so long, but just rewatching those images of the girl in the mirror, like repeated, I feel like it's going to fuck me up this week. Like I'm going to be skeeved out around mirrors.
Imagine you're like 9 and watching that, like, because you know it's like on the shelf next to Darby O'Gill and the Little People and all those movies. And that one, for some reason we never rented that, but wow,
I 100% did that as a double feature for sure. Darby O'Gill and Watcher in the Woods. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yep. And throw No Mobile in there too.
The No Mobile.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, what do you have?
I have, okay, so I mentioned this before. We got that hard drive years ago, and we put together a montage in, I don't know, volume 7, let's say, of news bloopers that we got from this Fargo news station. And I was cleaning up hard drives, and I found the stash of them, and there was a whole other folder of stuff that this person who I know who gave us the tape, we don't know anybody who works there. I'm trying to cover for people right here.
All right.
They had a whole other folder full of stuff. And so there's good stuff here. Both of my raviolis today are from this. So here's the first one. The way that it starts off is like after an ABC show would run, when they're going into the 10 o'clock news, they would have the credits rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're going to see first is the end of some show called like The Master or something like that. So, and then we get into the 10 o'clock news. And I'm going to ask to observe silence on this because there's a lot of lines in here. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Cancel only on ABC.
I don't think it was supposed to go to him.
Kind of stringing.
He kind of looks sheepish. It's just like he kind of starts to smile once he realizes he's on.
Coming up tonight on WBAZ News at 10.
Tonight at 10, we'll bring you the story of an... Sorry.
Okay, this is a master class in news bloopers right here. You're going to see so many bloopers here. This is master class.
And thank you for joining us. This is WDAY 6 News at 10. Well, a man is dead after a drowning in Ransom County tonight.
The drowning happened south of Lisbon this evening. Valley Water Rescue of Fargo is on scene attempting to recover the body. The sheriff says several kids were swimming in Dead Colt Creek around 5 o'clock tonight. The sheriff says
that was the camera closing its eyes for a second and opening it back up.
Nodding off.
Yep. Now listen, there's a sound here too.
Several people saw the man go under and called for help.
With the time that's gone by, I would think it's probably
We can't hear her.
late for any type of rescue effort.
A community is in mourning after losing a hometown hero in the War on Terror.
Leave their homes for their safety.
The 34-year-old suspect is undergoing medical tests tonight and could face charges as soon as tomorrow.
An overnight stay.
Did you see that?
Did a head just
Yeah.
back under the? Okay.
It was that weatherman from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Face charges
Ready? Watch the bottom left of your screen.
as soon as tomorrow.
An overnight stabbing in Fargo has...
One lane of eastbound I-94 will be closed for the next 2 weeks for the next step in that project. That's meant to reduce delays and lower crash rates. Reporter Aaron Berner is live with their
crash
details.
rates.
Come summertime, they'll be out here at 6 in the morning because you have lights on. See, that'll be nice for us too. Yeah. Plus it'll be warmer. Travis Lane, I'm standing on I-94 here near 25th Street South.
President Obama has...
Okay, again, watch bottom left of the screen here. This
Okay.
is ABC News. This was on the hard drive. Watch bottom left. It's a tornado story. It's a very serious one. Lots of destruction.
already promised federal aid money to help, and the director of FEMA is already here. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Moore, Oklahoma.
That dog's running around like he's having the best time. He's like, there's so many people here. This is great.
New territory. All right.
I'm going to take a leak right here. That idiot. That dummy. I also included the person who we got the hard drive from also included local commercials that I really liked. Just some really good ones. So yeah, this is.
Oh, honey, check this out. I really like this one. Just a little bit firmer and it would be perfect.
How's that?
Absolutely.
I mean, wouldn't they be screaming right now?
Yeah.
In their universe, a talking mattress with a crown on his head is just a normal thing. Like they're used to seeing them.
Came to life and is probably in a great deal of pain, I would imagine.
Perfect.
But what about the price? At Comfort King, we offer 20 different price points.
His concern is with the price. There's a looming mattress, and he's worried about the price of that bed.
Points to fit every budget.
This is perfect. We'll take it.
Come to Comfort King and eliminate the middleman.
And then he killed somebody.
He killed the middleman.
He killed a middleman.
The mattress did have kind of crazed eyes and like a weird toothy grin, so it makes sense that he was a murderous mattress.
Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it back up. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's capable of murder for sure. I mean,
Right?
he just saw it happen.
And now it looks like he's gonna have a cigarette about it. Like he's feeling good about that.
We won't be hearing from him anymore.
Yeah.
Horrifying. Wow.
I wish blood would have like seeped out the bottom afterwards.
Oh no, he's really hurt. Hey, Angel, have you ever been to the Hollywood Christmas Parade? Does that
I
still
have never
happen?
been. I think it still happens. I've never been in person. I've seen it on the television, but I've never attended. Yeah.
I think they air it locally, and somebody luckily recorded on VHS the 1983 Christmas Parade hosted by Bob Eubanks. And it was one of those incongruous things. Like we showed a Macy's Thanksgiving Parade where the cast of the show, the miniseries V, had a float. You know, it's like a kids' parade, but then there's this very adult show about alien takeover. This one is notable because Bob Eubanks is the host, and he's somebody who I wanted to meet at a taping of Card Sharks one time in LA, and he stiffed me. But and it was because he liked me because I asked a question to the guest on Card Sharks, and it was she played Catwoman in the 60s. What's her name?
Eartha Kitt?
No, not Eartha Kitt, not Julie Newmar. It's one of the other ones. Well, you'll see her in a minute. She's also the co-host on this Christmas parade. So, but I'll let the float be a surprise.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Bob Eubanks.
And I'm Lee Merriweather.
And we'd like to welcome our viewers from around the nation to the 1983 Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Riding in the parade tonight are a host of television, radio, and film personalities.
And this year's Grand Marshal is George Papard, the star of the NBC action thriller, The A-Team.
Christine is a red and white 1958 Plymouth Fury. She has a body by Plymouth, but her soul is by Satan. It says that right there.
What are you talking about? John Carpenter's Christine is Columbia Pictures' Christmas release of a polar film produced by Richard Kobritz, based upon the Stephen King novel, with a screenplay by Bill Phillips. Now, on the float with Christine are three of the film stars, John Stockwell, Alexander Paul, and Keith Gordon.
John and Alexandra, can you tell us something about...
I like that Parappa Pum Pum is being played by a marching band during this too in the back.
Christine?
Hi. Christine is a suspense thriller about America's first fascination with the automobile.
Well, you can tell where my career's going because I want to talk to the car.
Yeah, that's what the movie's
really
about.
Terrific. I want to, Christine, will you please take
That
me for
summarizes
a
the movie
ride?
perfectly.
Does that mean she will?
I don't think so.
Oh, that means yes.
I don't think so.
Good. I have a new friend, and I'm talking to
Remember when you asked about awkward banter?
Yes. Parades are non-stop awkward banter.
Oh, it's the most awkward.
Ugh.
Yeah, because they're freestyling.
Yeah. She's giving clearly like what the studio told her to say what the log line was for the movie. Like, it's like it's about America's first fascination with cars.
What?
Yeah, that's not what the movie's about at all.
A killer car that
it kills people.
Yeah.
I still describe it as that when I'm trying to tell people about, Christine and spread the word.
It's about America's fascination with cars.
Right.
Keith, John, and Alexandra, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. We look forward to seeing you in your film.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and yours. Bye-bye, everybody, from Hollywood.
The 1983 Hollywood Christmas Parade was brought to you by Toys R Us, the world's largest toy stores. By Activision, we put you in the game.
It's like the greatest parade. You gotta go this Christmas, like.
I'm going to be disappointed because it's not going to be as cool as that.
It's true. They won't have Christine, but
I just want to float about America's fascination with car culture.
With cars, yeah.
And have Eubanks there. And it's the cast of Terrifier. Come on, it's like...
I like to think that parade only had a Christine float. And
yeah,
Santa,
that was it.
And that was it. It was just those two.
What else do you need? Nothing says Christmas like Christine and Santa. Done.
Who's going to follow Christine on the float line? Yeah.
I want to thank Joe got me a cameo from Bob Eubanks because I had a misconnection with him in 1988. And so you
got some closure.
Yep, I got some closure a couple weeks ago.
He apologized. And
but had I found that clip earlier, I would have brought the Christine thing up with him. But there's always another cameo.
I mean, it's only $125, Nick. I can ask him for you.
Yeah.
I used Found Footage Festival money too. So
put the Patreon money.
Yeah. All right. Who's up next? Angel, what are we?
Oh yeah, Angel, I didn't even tell you what I pulled. So I'm gonna set this up for you. Salute Your Shorts, 1991 to 92, Nickelodeon. My sister was a little bit younger and watched Salute Your Shorts, which is what was like a teens in a summer camp on Nickelodeon, right?
Yes, teens in a summer camp, Nickelodeon. There's no horror element at all except for this Halloween episode.
Okay, the Halloween episode with a plumber. Actors of these shows are like the makers, like they just wanted to see what they could get away with for some of these.
100%. Did any of you watch this? Have any of you guys seen this episode?
No, that was after my time. Like I didn't.
I remember Donkey Lips and wasn't that a kid? And But,
Donkey Lips was like the main one. It wasn't even one of my favorite shows, but this episode, I don't even remember what the reveal was or anything. I just remember this random episode. They tell like a campfire story, so it has like a Friday the 13th feel, but then they go a little Freddy Krueger because he can see inside your head. And then I don't even remember what it ends up being, but just that mask, that weird skin mask, and you see his regular skin under it and his eyes, but you can see the skin is sitting off of that. So just something about it was so eerie for a kid's show. That was wild.
Yes, and it had that like Fulci thing where it's like reaching into the toilet to pull out a gross thing, like it just preying into that fear of like a.
Did they ever explain why there was a toilet like in the bedroom like that? I've never seen a. I want to get one, but like
I think that was a dream.
Yeah,
that was a license for that like nightmare sequence. That was actually
nightmare sequence for some is a dream sequence for others because you would love to have it, right?
I mean, think of that. It's so easy. It's just right there.
Absolutely.
And then
horrifying.
the plunging in the toilet and then the plunging to the face. I mean, for me, that was the real horror, like minus the mask and everything, like a freshly plunged toilet plunger, like right suctioning onto your face immediately after.
So many I just feel like so many kids shows. There's more. I mean, even like you sent me the there's an Alf Halloween episode. There's the Goosebumps one, or Are You Afraid of the Dark? Of course, was like horror stuff. And then I remember there's a 2-part Punky Brewster episode where they're in a cave that is absolutely horrifying. So I feel like these people wanted to be horror directors, and they just, eventually they could. They got the license to do it. So
I think so too. And also I think parents just weren't paying attention in the 80s. So it's like, it's a kid show, and then you don't have any parents calling in to complain because they're not watching it. They don't care. They're just sitting you in front of the TV and they peace out. It's fine.
Oh yeah, the good old days. The good old days.
Well, so I got a video from 1998. It's a VHS tape we have. I don't have it here, but it's for Knott's Berry Farm, and that was like my bucket list for theme parks because it's like homemade. It's like California's first theme park, and I got to go last Halloween for their Knott's Scary Farm. I saw you there, Angel. They go all out with haunted houses and everything, and I loved it. I think if you haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm, you will fall in love after this video. I think they give this out free to like sell why you should come to Knott's Berry Farm. 1998, here it is.
Knott's Old Time Adventures. What a perfect name, for it's a nostalgic trip back through our nation's past.
I guess they make a kid pose with the prostitutes in the old time West.
Are those real prostitutes, or are they for the show?
Yeah, no, I think that
it's real. It's all authentic.
And at the barbershop. Watch out for One-Eyed Ike.
Again, horrifying.
Everywhere you look at Knott's, you see something to snap.
See something to snap?
I guess they just like having kids post with prostitutes.
So don't forget your
big
camera.
Part of Knott's Berry
It's the whole premise. It's the whole premise of the park.
It was founded on children with.
Oh.
Over at the shooting gallery, you can practice your sharp shooting skills.
I love these things. This is where Elvira does her show at this stage.
And the shops. Why, there seems to be no end to them. People come from all over just to shop at Knott's. Each October for over 25 years, Knott's has presented the Halloween Haunt. Hideous monsters and beasts ooze out of the cool California night.
See you in your dreams.
There was a live Nightmare on Elm Street show at one point. Did you ever see that, Angel?
No, I'm wondering if it's part of the hanging because they bring in all these different like pop culture things and just kind of throw them into one show. And it probably helps with licensing. It's because it's like a parody show.
Yeah, it looks like it's on that stage with he's on the gallows part there.
But this looks epic. Look at like the pyrotechnics and stuff. That's crazy.
I know.
Dreams.
Uniquely re-themed rides, Horrific mazes and sinister stages will startle and terrify you. Knott's Berry Farm, America's first themed amusement park, is a place where extraordinary things happen every day.
All day long.
Oh.
I think
The
Lucy was the
prostitutes and Lucy.
yeah. I think Lucy was the only non-prostitute in that video.
Yeah.
She's the madam, actually.
Oh, okay. she runs the brothel. Okay. Got it.
All right, girls, pose with these kids, you blockhead. Yeah. All right. That's.
Oh.
Are you assuming you'll go back to the scary farm this year, Angel?
Yes, let's all go to Knott's. Did that sell you guys on just Knott's in general as a concept?
I don't go to the haunted houses anymore, and that reminded me of why. Because there's guys there who just like they live for that, and like that's their one time to shine every year, and they just go overboard where they come out and just try to scare you so hard they get right in your face and like not a fan.
We knew a guy who did it, and he told us that every year he'd get punched at least once. Like,
yeah, as he should,
because that's just that people have that fight or flight instinct. So, like, you know,
and they go overboard. They're trying to scare you too hard.
Yeah. Did you punch someone in the face? Is that what happened? And then you're like, I'm swearing off the haunts.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I actually have a restraining order, so
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Stay away from the parks.
All right, I got more bloopers, and these are good. These are very.
I hope we see the head of the weatherman duck out of frame again. That was my favorite.
I don't know if he makes another appearance, but there's plenty more. We're going to kick things off with a great commercial for a business that I love their name.
Hi, I'm Misty, Sales Director from Spray Your Fat Away, and my daughter Presley and I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy Christmas!
Have a Christmas? You've got that, don't worry about.
Wait, you got to hear this jingle. Let's please don't interrupt this jingle.
You've got that, don't worry about that, just spray your fat away.
They don't explain what Spray Your Fat Away is. They just say, come on down to Spray Your Fat Away.
I imagine like a fire hose because it's very powerful.
Oh yeah, they get it from that plant.
All right, strip, get in there.
Just get a little more on the love handle area here. Okay, just blast it right off.
It's just some guy sprays away the fat.
All right, I think we got most of it. Next, the website not still around, by the way. I just checked it.
Oh,
are they?
I got a 404 not found.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
No.
A rivalry renewed, UND and the U of M at the Frozen Four. Do that again. Jeez, those guys.
How do you say his name? Mock.
Mog.
Like it hurts to say his name.
A caveman.
What do they do down there?
Oh, passive.
We're not rolling, are we? How movie reels will soon be turning again in Page, North Dakota. A victim of domestic abuse. That sounded bad. Domestic. A victim of domestic abuse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New tonight at 10, a disturbing crime in Richland County. A bald eagle has been found dead in a tree. I don't have to say in a tree.
Okay, we gotta let's just rewatch that. Try to observe silence because her reaction's great too. This one goes on for a while too. This one's great.
A bald eagle has been found dead in a tree. I don't have to say in a tree. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New tonight at 10, a disturbing crime in Richland County. A bald eagle has been killed.
Moorhead Fire Chief Joel Hewitt will not face charges in connection with a double... Damn it, sorry. I just couldn't get over the eagle thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, there's so much here. I'm sorry, I just couldn't get over the eagle thing.
Oh my god!
Also, is killed? Is that bald eagle is killed?
Stabbed.
I don't know if that was the right correction.
Christine killed the bald eagle.
Dead in a tree implies that it's like I don't know. What I'm picturing is just like a bald eagle dead in a tree. Just
natural causes.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn it, sorry. I just couldn't get over the eagle thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This sucks.
It was Northern State beating Jamestown 68-54. The first big game of the college football bowl season kicked off today.
That's Look at Sports, everybody. Have a terrific Tuesday.
Not often.
And then it goes into this commercial.
Does a
By the way,
chance
that
come
guy
along?
was the guy in the clown costume from the first clip you played.
Yep.
That's him.
Yep. You don't recognize him without the
No.
big novelty-sized sunglasses.
He was the awkward banter guy, yeah.
Oh, he's the awkwardest.
Not often does a chance come along to offer such a unique and
This is like local Fargo commercials. Look at this.
Wow.
This isn't that long ago either. This is
Send me the pillow that you dream on? It's kind of creepy.
It's threatening as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. When you get a chance.
Send me your
locally known
used
artist.
pillow.
I want to sniff it.
And forever was easy to do.
experience the music of Judd McKinnon in his most recent work, Country Memory.
Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. You were always on my mind.
Purchase Judd McKinnon's Country Memories at any of these area local retailers today.
All right, listen closely to this one. This one's very good.
If you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, find out on tomorrow morning on First News where some flu shot clinics are being held.
Sioux Falls city leaders.
This one I only included because I can't believe the B-roll that they used. You know, they used the stock footage. It's about too many drunk people being in the park. So the stock footage is
Passing an alcohol ban in 2 city parks. This all comes after months of contention around Van Epps, where police calls have skyrocketed.
All right. Again, this is just heavy hitters over and over again. Now listen closely to this one.
Butt cheeks.
Okay, they're rolling and
Okay.
What? DUI arrests in North Dakota were down almost 10% in 2014. The Highway Patrol made about 1,700 such arrests. That's about 200 less than 2013.
Well, still to come on First News, the flu epidemic continuing to spread. We hear from a family who lost a child to the contagious virus.
This is great. Do you hear how he started off as like,
yeah,
I can't hold my laugh in, and then somebody died.
Yeah.
You could see him going from the funny to, and I don't know what she's laughing about. DUI arrests, like there's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Something going on off camera.
Stifling giggles and is like, oh, sorry, dead kid. Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
Exactly.
You can see him
quick
turn to the
transition.
seriousness.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on First News, the flu epidemic continuing to spread. We hear from a family who lost a child to the contagious virus.
This is great balls of fire.
Introducing 50 Years of Rock and Roll by Gary Emerson and Friends.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
this is Tim and Eric circa 2011.
God.
That's like,
Send me the pillow that you dream on.
hey, if any of you guys are going to Valley Dairy, could you swing by and grab me a George Emerson?
Yeah,
What's
it's
his name?
2% and
Yeah.
Available at all Valley Dairy and Home of Economy stores, all Hugo's locations, and many other outlets near you.
Also, if you're going to Home of Economy, then you could grab it there too.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I might be going my margaritas later.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I gotta
Pick
move
one
to
up for
North
me.
Dakota. All right, that shows to
No,
raviolis. Yeah?
Nick. No. I have a task for the Melinda mixers here.
Okay.
Yeah. This is important. There's one thing in there that had rhythm to it, and I think the Melinda mixers are going to have some fun with it.
Okay.
I looped it a few times, and take a look. Here we go.
Butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. Butt cheeks.
All right, so send in your Melinda mixes of the Butt Cheeks lap tap. Butt Cheeks lap tap, we're calling it.
Okay. All right. Now,
All right,
Winning
Nick, you were
remix
saying-
is going to be my alarm, my new alarm.
Oh, yeah?
You'll wake up to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Butt
Yeah.
Cheeks.
I like to
That's
start
fine.
my day with some tapping on the butt cheeks. You
Yeah.
know, how
Did
it
have a
is.
good beat to it.
Mine is
Okay.
Send Me the Pillow That You Sleep On.
Yeah, that's
What
the
is
song
it?
you make. It
Yeah.
kind of ease into your morning.
That segment was very threatening, though. No offense to him, he had a beautiful angelic voice, but just the songs that they were picking for that, it was kind of ominous.
Yeah, he just kind of seemed like a creep, expressing it through song. Okay, that is Shows Your Raviolis. Wonderful segment.
Shows the ravioli's. Shows the ravioli's. Shows the ravioli's.
All right, I quickly want to throw, because Kenny Hotz came in hot with this video he found in Toronto, long lost. His brother and him remembered watching it as kids, didn't even know if it was real. He found it. Here's Kenny Hotz from
Kenny and Spenny, right?
Kenny versus Spenny. Yeah.
Kenny versus Spenny. Yep.
Okay, here's Kenny.
Thank you for joining us. We hear you have a very special surprise for us. Video, long
a surprise for you, surprise for my brother and myself. This is a show that we've been systematically looking for 40 years, and nobody knew about it. Nobody heard about it. We thought it was some fucking fever dream or something crazy that we imagined. It was from 1972. We didn't even know that. We had these. We were actually going to go under hypnosis pretty recently, but I have a Patreon. I had an old show, Kenny versus Spenny, and I have a fan base. So I was just done because my brother's birthday is April 28th this year, and he's 61, and I was like, you know what? I am going to find this fucking thing. I got it on March 15th. I tried to wait till April 28th to show it to my brother. 2 weeks later, I was like, you have to come over. I have cancer. There's an emergency. I have cancer. Like, come over. He came over with his dog. Okay, what's wrong? And I said, sit down. I put it on. Second I put it on, he kissed me for the first time in his life.
Oh.
And he was just turned white. Like just,
wow.
Like, it was... Yeah, it was.
I get it.
And we watched it, and it was just like, and then that's it. It's like, oh, here's the Holy Grail, and okay, well, now what? Like, what a letdown.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, it was
I don't know though. I didn't know any of the context other than this was like a long lost childhood thing, and but even so, I think the footage. If I saw it now, I'd be blown away.
Well, that's why it was so. Burnt into our cerebellums, because you're watching this as a 5-year-old kid and you're like, what the fuck is this?
That sticks with you. And then you're wondering, like, your whole life, you're probably wondering, like, am I misremembering that? Is that a dream I had?
Well,
You had your brother to confirm.
Yeah, like I said, to me, it was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz with a basket, all white, white studio, all like a sterile white with these goalie guys chasing her. And then the second we saw it, it was fucking honestly mind-blowing.
Oh, starts off strong.
Dear friends, the people of Earth send you greetings and welcome you to the third planet. We received your ingeniously contrived signals of distress and have responded in our tradition of reverence to all life by men of goodwill by sending our world ambassador to space, the bearer of this message, Frick DeFrail, and her life support and communication systems robot Kruds. The ambassador and the robot have been instructed to determine how the friendly people of Earth may assist you and be of aid. For the people of Earth, though mighty powerful and deadly when aroused,
there's the toilet
are
seat.
by nature chill and protective to all forms of life. Signed, General Megaboom, Commanding General of the United International Forces.
General
Salute to the kings of Earth, O ambassador of the world, from the great chicken of Guaca Guaca and the family of sarcophagans and bioderms. We have traveled far and for many a back tongue to reach the skies of Earth, and we are happy to return. Greetings on behalf of the great sarcophagan establishment, the elders of Guaca Guaca, and on behalf.
I mean,
it's so crazy for me to even watch it now. Like I can't believe I found it. I can't believe it. I'm in shock.
And I come from a TV family. We watch lots of TV, and I watched loads of stuff when I was 5 years old. But the fact that this stuck with you, I was wondering, how did this stick with you? Now I see why.
Yeah.
It's just surreal and crazy, and the music too it's like, what's his name, Penderecki-esque, like just Eastern European ambient.
Yeah,
it's so Popol Vuh, kind of just crazy.
Is there an actual story to this movie that you?
It's about these aliens. They have a chicken spaceship from chicken. It's like takes Mayan culture and it turns these kind of space bureaucrats into hippies, like there are these hippie kids that appear in the show. Like it's kind of based in a newsroom, and the newscaster is explaining to the audience that this ambassador and the robot is going up to this spaceship to meet the aliens, and then the aliens eventually become hippies and learn how to not be these bureaucratic military puppets.
Well, there's sometimes where we watch something like a movie and we're like, something's a little bit off, and at first you think it's like something Christian. It's like, is this a Christian video or something? And then it's like, oh wait, no, is this Canadian? This has to be Canadian.
Yeah. which is one of the reasons why I think we kind of work so well in the US when I went to LA for many years. And a lot of Canadians do, is because we kind of speak American, but we have British influences. So we kind of produce British content with American accents, which kind of ends up working, especially with the comedy.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't really have that influence.
But like the names will always be a little bit off too. Like, what was it? You can't do that on television.
Oh, that was great. But then somebody's named Alistair, and you're like,
exactly.
Okay,
that throws us off. It's like Alistair.
Yeah,
that's not a name.
Thank you.
All right,
Kenny.
thanks, Kenny.
Hope to see you in Toronto.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, man.
Later, boys. Thanks for caring.
Thanks to Kenny, and that video lived up to the hype. Maybe we'll play it in Toronto this weekend. It's so strange and wonderful. Early 80s science fiction on Canadian television.
I got to play this. I was going to play this last week. I have to play. Okay, so Angel, are you all up to date on where I am with Tammy's Tender Times?
You know what? I'm ashamed to say I am not entirely up to date with that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll explain the whole thing to you.
Oh boy. Okay.
So when I went home to see my parents, I drove by a daycare place that was called Tammy's Tender Times. And while I was driving, I came up with a song for it, for like a jingle for like Spray Your Fat Away, kind of in that kind of, style. And so I wrote it and I recorded it and I sang it on the show, and we had some Melinda mixers reach out with background music for it. So, but I got a new one. And the big news is that I sent it to Tammy and she liked it and she wants it to be the official song, but she doesn't like my voice on it. You'll hear my voice on this. I'd love to hear what you think about my voice. I tried to go with a tender sounding voice. So here is the remix. Who sent this in? Ben sent this in. Excellent remix of Tammy's Tender Times. Here we go.
Let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times. Let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times. The times are tender when Tammy's at the helm. So let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times. Let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times.
I love that ending. Wow. Cha cha cha. Yeah. What were your thoughts on my voice?
I have to respectfully disagree with Tammy. I think your voice was just delivering the right amount of tender, and I would entrust my children, if I had any, to Tammy's Tender Times based solely upon this jingle.
You're saying everything I want to hear. Oh, excellent.
I think you and the Yelp reviews agree on that, Angel.
So I am. Tammy hasn't heard that version yet, but I'm definitely going to send it to her. And she asked if I could have kids singing it, and so I got my niece and nephew. They agreed to sing it, but they want $70 for it. So
each, or just as a package deal?
Oh yeah,
each.
Yeah, that's steep.
Exactly. And I tried to barter, and they wouldn't budge on it. But they're the only kids I know, and I'm not going to take a Craigslist ad out for children's singers. They're the only.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah,
they're the only kids I know. It's probably a good thing.
They really are.
All right, we got time for either nice things or that at a done. What should we do tonight?
Let's do Angel? What do you want to see?
Nice thing sounds nice after that nice jingle.
Yeah. Well, Steve.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
Okay, Roz and Michael from Dallas, Texas. Roz, you might know as Centaur Girl from the Plunkett days. The two of them visited the Price Master house in, where is that? Was that in Austin?
In Denton, Texas. Yeah, they held a garage sale with a mysterious figure called the Price Master, who would determine the price of each of the weird objects they had for sale. And the house is still there where they shot this.
Yeah, and hold on, I got to bring this up now. What are we?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I got it.
Gone.
There, I got it.
Okay.
Don't play anything, Steve. Don't play anything. Okay, so that's that's their photo from the Price Master house today, and now you'll see the Price Master. I just put a short clip in here so you can see. So that's the actual Price Master house. You can see it. That's definitely it.
That's the one.
There should be like a plaque on there saying this is the Price Master house. And
well, the 25th anniversary is that coming up? I think, or the 20th is coming up in next year, next May or March, I think. So yeah, I think that's the time to put the plaque up.
Yeah,
do a little plaque right on that like brick little column right there, and maybe something on the sidewalk too. Embedded in the sidewalk, so to stop and look over at the house if you're not already looking.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, this is an important house.
It's historic.
Yeah.
Okay, that is nice things. Oh, play the outro because it's so pleasant.
What are we?
That was very nice.
Let's play that. Let's play that at the done. Do that at the done. Roll it. Let's do it. We can do it.
That's it. That it done. Right there.
Mainly because I want Angel to see this. So,
I respect Angel's time. She's busy. She's
no, but she'll be appreciative.
A real job,
of this one.
but okay.
She'll be appreciative of this one. All right, so where do I start with this one? Okay, so God, I didn't write down this person's name, but they emailed and they said that they were looking for the Iowa Desk and Couch clip online. We haven't uploaded that, and I don't know why we haven't. So that it done is that we upload a clip that I've shown on this show a million times. It's this closed circuit, sort of public access, but not really. It's open just to the University of Iowa students, and they had like a talk show. And they would have on guests. And our buddy Dan was the director at the time, and they had on a psychic. And I'm going to upload this. This is the that it done. I'm going to upload this week to our YouTube channel because everybody should see this. And so here's just a quick snippet, Angel, of Iowa Desk and Couch.
I'm here with Trisha from Tarot and Astrology, and she's been so kind as to come in and give us a tarot reading.
And avert the negative pattern.
So I'm like a caged animal that needs to be set free to run wild, kind of.
Could be.
Could be.
Yep. He could also be in Glancing Queen.
Oh,
yeah,
he was the Glancing Queen.
He was. Yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
I got to write that down. Yes. We got
and there wasn't much banter to speak of, but I did feel awkward.
It was awkward.
I felt awkward about it.
Awkward, yes.
There's definitely more banter on that. So, and you can watch the whole clip. I'm going to upload it this week. So,
amazing.
That it done. That it done. You don't have to play the outro.
That is about to be done. Really, because it's not really that
not quite done yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a bonus episode for our Patreon that we're going to be watching. Cool Cat Saves the Day. We're going to be watching more from this incredible kids movie, very homemade, shot somewhere in the desert, and there's a costume character named Cool Cat, and a human dad with a cat wife. It's defies description, but we got to dive deeper into it. So,
and we got bonus features too. I have like 3 DVDs here, and we played some bonus features on it. And it's it's very good. It's very homemade, and Erica Estrada is in it for some reason.
Yeah, Erica Estrada's in it. And then Angel, what's going on with you? What's happening in your Fangoria world at the moment?
We're eating lots of candy corn, pushing that out. I have stock in that, so we gotta move that. I have a whole fucking garage filled with candy corn that I'm trying to move out.
Did you know it's available year round?
Did you guys know you can buy it by the pound year round? Yes.
It's interesting.
Fun fact there. Yeah.
We always have fun stuff happening on Fangoria.com. That's where you can come and see. We have like news happenings. We also have cool interviews all the time. But yeah, come visit us there.
All right.
Real quick, the fish aquariums have been sent out to the new owners. Nick, do you have the fish aquarium there?
Well, it was sent out, but here's one that hasn't been sent out.
Okay.
It's a thing to teach you how to do tricks for your fish.
Yeah, it's like an instructional thing to teach your goldfish how to do tricks. So we're sending 2 of them out, one to Bronte and one to Tori. Both are very excited to get started with this. They're fish lovers, and they understand animal behavior, so they think they can actually get a goldfish to make a goal into the net. And so we're sending those out. I want to make this a competition. Steve, tell me what you think about this. I want to make this a competition where they shoot video of their goldfishes making goals, and we'll just have a back and forth. Whoever scores the most points at the end of the year or whatever. You could be commissioner, Steve. You're a great commissioner.
Right. Let me think about it. I don't want to give a quick answer here, but yes.
But I think it could be a fun sports contest.
You know me,
I would watch that if that helps at all.
Yeah,
I think that's amazing.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So Tori and Bronte, train your fish. We're gonna have a competition between the 2 of you. Whoever scores the most goals with your goldfish.
I think it's a live game, and we do it. You know, we have 2 cameras. They were each on one.
We'll be there all day.
Goals.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think the success rate's gonna be too high on fish.
No, it's gonna be like a real soccer game, I think.
That's right.
It's gonna be like 1-0.
Low scoring.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm into it.
And this is humane, right? This isn't like cockfighting or something, right? This is humane, right?
Well, they're not going to be shocking them or anything, right?
No, I hope not.
Fine.
Sorry, they do include little shock collars.
Well,
very sorry.
What's the voltage, though? It really depends on the voltage.
Mild shock. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine.
They just have to learn their lesson.
Yeah.
We're going to go out, Angel, on this Teen Witch, which I had not seen, I'm ashamed to admit, but at one point there's a hip hop number in it, so I thought we could go out on that. We always go out with the song. So
this is a hit. This is amazing.
It's a hit. So we'll do that. But until next week, we'll see you down the road to Clondom, everybody.
Have your catchphrase ready, Angel. If we had been, thank you for joining us too. If we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Butt cheeks.
Oh, that's good. And now, Steve.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't get over the eagle thing. Continued success.
Oh, good one.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that? Such a waste of pretty face, but hanging in your nose space. I wish that you would take a look and really stop that. Top that. Well, stop that. I don't really give a about trying to top that. Top that. Stop that. I wish you finally take a real look and really stop that.
What's this?
Stop that.
What gives?
Stop that. I don't really give a about trying to stop that.
Top that.
Big deal.
Stop that.
Unreal.
You can try to, you blue.
I will make a fool of you. Top that.
When we return, Dr. Selmer will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My
not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel. Continued success.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell.
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy. Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Chucky, better luck next time.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.